Can you feel it, Cowboys Nation? That uneasy silence after another defensive breakdown, that moment where AT&TStadium, Jerry World itself, goes from roaring to restless in a heartbeat. Because right now, something feels different in Dallas. And when the owner, the architect, the man at the center of everything starts talking about change, you'd better believe the entire league is listening. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys, a franchise that proudly wears the nickname America's Team. This is a team built on legends. Tom Landry pacing the sidelines with that fedora, Roger Staubach leading last-second drives, Emmitt Smith grinding out yards, Troy Aikman delivering darts, Michael Irvin talking trash and backing it up. This is a franchise with 5 Super Bowl trophies and a fan base that expects excellence, not excuses. And yet, here we are. 30 years. 3 decades since the Cowboys last lifted the Lombardi Trophy. That number hangs over every decision, every press conference, every Sunday afternoon. That's why the latest comments from Jerry Jones landed like a thunderclap. Jones has always been known for patience. Maybe too much of it. He stood by Jason Garrett for years. He extended that same belief in continuity with Mike McCarthy. The philosophy has been clear. Stability breeds success. But stability can also become stagnation, and this season, that reality has been impossible to ignore. Speaking candidly about the state of the franchise, Jones admitted something Cowboys fans rarely hear. He said he's ready to change. Ready to make decisions different from the ones he's made before. And when Jerry Jones says that out loud, you can almost hear chairs shifting inside the Cowboys facility. Because this isn't just talk about the future in abstract terms. This is about now. This is about accountability. And most importantly, this is about a defense that has fallen off a cliff. Let's break it down. From 2021 through 2023, Dallas won 12 games in 3 straight seasons. That kind of consistency should scream contender. But fast forward to today, and the Cowboys have now missed the playoffs 2 years in a row. Even worse. Anyone watching closely knows that even if they had sneaked into the postseason, this version of the Cowboys wasn't built for a deep January run. The offense still flashes brilliance. Dak Prescott, the quarterback, the leader under center who touches the ball on every offensive snap, can still light up a scoreboard. CeeDee Lamb remains one of the most dangerous wide receivers in football, a wide receiver being the player who lines up wide to catch passes and stretch the defense. When Dallas gets rolling offensively, they can look unstoppable. But football is a complementary game. And on the other side of the ball, things have gone from concerning to alarming. The Cowboys' defense, once feared, is now among the worst in the NFL in yards allowed, points surrendered, and third down efficiency. That's the key stat that measures whether a defense can get off the field when it matters most. Opposing offenses aren't just moving the ball. They're doing it with confidence. Against the Los Angeles Chargers in Week 16, Dallas forced just 1 punt. 1. Think about that for a second. In a league built on adjustments and matchups, the Cowboys' defense couldn't consistently stop an opponent from marching down the field. For fans, it's reached the point where seeing a punt almost feels like a surprise. And that brings us directly to defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus. Eberflus was brought in to bring structure, discipline, and improvement. Instead, the defense has regressed. Missed assignments, soft zones, poor third down calls, and perhaps most damning of all, no visible improvement as the season has worn on. In a last-ditch attempt to spark change, Eberflus moved from the sideline to the booth. Sometimes coordinators do that to get a better view of the field, to simplify reads, to communicate more clearly. But the results? The same problems, the same breakdowns, the same frustration. That's why Jones' comments matter so much. Former coach and outspoken analyst Rex Ryan had suggested earlier that a softer stretch late in the season might tempt Jones to stay the course. Cowboys fans heard that and groaned, because they've seen this movie before. But after another defensive collapse, Jerry's tone shifted. This didn't sound like patience. This sounded like resolve. Around the league, executives read between the lines. When an owner publicly acknowledges past mistakes and openly embraces change, it often signals that heads are about to roll. Inside the locker room, players feel it too. Veterans know when the noise gets loud enough that something has to give. Younger players understand that systems, not just talent, determine careers. And fans? Cowboys Nation has been vocal, from AT&T Stadium to social media, demanding answers, demanding accountability, demanding a defense worthy of the star on the helmet. So what happens next? If Jones follows through, this offseason could mark a philosophical shift. A new defensive voice. A scheme that better fits playmakers like Micah Parsons, a defensive star whose job is to disrupt quarterbacks and destroy game plans. A renewed emphasis on physicality, discipline, and situational football. The implications go beyond one coordinator. This is about whether the Cowboys can finally align their talent with their ambition, whether they can turn regular season promise into postseason results, whether America's team can once again be more than a brand and become a champion. And here's the real question for you listening right now. Do you believe Jerry Jones will truly change? Or have we heard this before? Drop your thoughts. Should Dallas move on from Matt Eberflus immediately? What kind of defense do the Cowboys need to compete with the NFC's elite? The Eagles, the 49ers, the rising powers waiting to knock Dallas off its pedestal. One thing is clear. The clock is ticking. The drought is real. And for the first time in a long time, the man at the top sounds like he knows it. Stay locked in. Subscribe, like, and join the conversation, because whatever happens next in Dallas could reshape the Cowboys for years to come.